Oh, I can come off camera. Cool. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. I'm trying something different. So work with me, flow with me, let me cook, as the youngins say. Oh my God, I never thought I would say that. Cool. Anywho, if you're new to me, welcome. I am the Oracle Treehouse, aka the Intuitive Rebel Healer, and I didn't give this a title. Excuse me. If you are new to me, like I said, I'm the Oracle Treehouse, aka the Intuitive Rebel Healer. I'm a healer, Reiki master, Tao hands healer, motivational speaker, medical intuitive. I talk about energy, frequency, and vibration. Share the live too, y'all. Um, we talk about energy, frequency, vibration around these parts. Um, because we are energy, we are frequency, we are vibration first. Um, Over here, we talk about something called the Tao and the Tao Te Ching and Qigong. If you don't know what Tao is the way in Chinese. And there's this book called the Tao Te Ching, translated as the book of the way. I forget what the rest of it is. Dang it, it doesn't come to mind. Goddamn, but it's the way. It's 81 verses on how the universe works, how to get in harmony with the big way and the little way, which is you. We all have a Tao. We just have to get in harmony with it. And today, since we're all walking the Tao, but I'm walking the Tao via these 81 verses. And with everything that's going on, it's like a lot of people are like feeling sad and, things of that nature. And I'm like, well, what part of the Tao talks about this? Verse 50 of the Tao Te Ching talks about life and death and the four types of people that you come across. Um, Disclaimer, in the Tao Te Ching, it is a uh, book of verses that were originally written in Chinese. So I'm talking about verse 50. If you go Google verse 50, there are many, many interpretations of it. So I'm just going to give you that forewarning. Hello and welcome, y'all. Welcome to the Oracle Treehouse. I am the Oracle Treehouse, aka the Intuitive Rebel Healer. And today we are talking about verse 50 of the Tao Te Ching. And in the Tao Te Ching, the verse 50 rather, talks about voices, voices, the, well, you can say voices too, the energies of life and death, and how there are four people in life. You have people who live to die, you have people who die to live, I guess live, you could say. You have people who live lifefully, live deathfully. And then you have those people who they live life, but it seems like nothing can touch them. Those are the four people that the Tao Te Ching talks about that. And the people who are just living life, period. Oh my God. It depends on what they are doing with their lives. Are they taking care of their bodies? Are they not taking care of their bodies? Are they taking care of their mentals? Are they not taking care of their mentals? Are they taking care of their emotions? Which one are they doing? To give you a better context, let me read the verse so y'all can better understand. Because this is such a cool verse. I love it. Verse 50 of the Tao Te Ching. Forgive me, y'all. Uh, there's a burp, but it won't come out. Forgive me. There it is. Forgive me. Okay, verse 50 of the Tao Te Ching. It says, the forces of life and death. Everyone is born and everyone dies. However, 3 of every 10 seem to be born to live. 3 seem to be born to die. And 3 live lifefully or deathfully, according to their chosen lifestyles. But only 1 in 10 seem to survive all dangers when walking through the jungle. This one never fears the rhinos because there seems to be no place in her to put his horns. She never fears the tiger because there seems to be no place to sink his claws. And she never fears weapons because those seem to be no place, there seems to be no place there still can penetrate. This is the fulfilled person of the great integrity, aka the Tao, who lives no space in life for premature death. I love that. I love that. That is so freaking cool. They're walking their lives unscathed no matter what. And I bet you somewhere in the text, they go further in explaining about that fourth person. Because, yeah, that fourth person they talk about is what they later talk about as immortal. But that's a whole nother live in itself. Um, I'm going to go on to read the commentary. Okay. Uh, Chinese medicine identifies two main sources of vital energy, aka qi, that determine our ability to survive adversity. The first is called ren qi or genetic qi. It is the vital energy we inherit from our parents. The second is called huan tian zhi or acquired qi. It is vital. Hello. It is vital. Hold on, wait a minute. It is vital energy that derives from our lifestyle. That is, from the air we breathe, the food we drink, the food or drink that we drink ingest, our exposure to this sun and its full spectrum light, our actions and emotions through which we relate to others and our environment, and the people and their chi with whom we most directly interact with. 4 kinds of people are differentiated here according to their life force, which protects them, or their death force, which threatens them. There it is. There's that yin and yang. There's that yin and yang. Okay? So, those who seem to have been born to live, those those are the 3 every 10 people who Lao Tzu identifies as having inherited strong chi from their parents. That's the first person. The second person are those who were born to die. I think about those people. Um, what are they, part of the 27th Club? They all died around 27. Janis Joplin, Jimi Hendrix, the dude, oh my goodness, I forgot the other dude. But yeah, y'all know who I'm talking about. Anywho, um, and then you got the third person, those whose choice of lifestyles determines whether they live lifefully or deathfully. Those who lead a lifestyle that supports their vital energy thereby facilitates their own health and longevity, while those who lead a lifestyle that challenges and insults their vital energy weakens their health and invites an early death. Now, this third person, this is everybody if you think about it. We're all walking this path in a way. Like I said, is it lifely or is it deathly? Like, and when they say insult, like, if your heart is yearning to go out there and do something in this world and you're doing the opposite, like working a 9 to 5 job, yeah. But your heart is yearning, like every time you get up and go to work, you feel like you're gonna die. That is your soul talking to you, telling you you need to. That's living deathfully, as this translation talks about. Doing something that you don't want to do, or have you found a way to do what you want to do? Then you're living life lifefully. So we're all, you know what I'm saying, trying to walk, I feel like, the third path in one way, shape, or another. And then you have this last person, which interestingly enough, in the verse, they say she instead of he. I picked that up automatically, like, wow, you really introducing the woman in this. I love it, though. That's the cool part. They're talking about the she instead of the he in this verse, which I was like, I wonder why they said she instead of he in this one, but cool nonetheless. But this third person is basically, they're avoiding the premature deaths. They're avoiding, or they know, I'm gonna say they know. They're walking in harmony now with the Tao. So I'm sure they know, or they sense who or what in whatever shape, form, or fashion is good for them or not good for them. Um, like I was talking about earlier, with the fourth person going beyond this and into that whole immortality thing, yeah, they are that in sync with the Tao. That is a level of immortality, stuff that we are allowed to. They don't want us to. I'll say, I'm not gonna say not allowed to, because I do, I do, I do. But anywho, I digress. So yeah, if you haven't had a chance yet, go and check out verse 50 of the Tao Te Ching, especially if you are feeling down, or just like, I can't stand this universe, you know. Hopefully it'll give you a better perspective on life, because it definitely has helped me. Um, it helped me to understand the chi that I'm giving myself, whether it be food, drink, getting on this here internet, what I'm consuming and what I'm creating and what I want for my life. So hopefully it will help you in some way, shape, fashion, or form. Um, I wasn't gonna get up here on the Red app today, but I decided to, because someone out here needs to hear this. So check out verse 50 of the Tao Te Ching. And if you're not familiar with the Tao Te Ching, Google it. It's a book of 81 verses. that talks about how to live in harmony with life, with the Tao, and connect to your own Tao. So go check it out. If you're listening to this on the replay, put it in the comments. You know what I'm saying? How did it help? Did it help you? If not, how can it help you? So yeah. Anywho, if you don't have any other questions or concerns, I want to thank everybody for tapping in. And yeah, we'll be back. We will be back. I intend to do these more often over here on the Red app over here. Like I said, I'm trying something out with the just my beautiful picture there. So yeah. Anywho, I'm gonna holler at y'all later. If you have any questions or concerns, DM your girl, post your questions here in the chat, and yeah, I'm gonna holler at y'all later. Bye bye. How do I get out? Oh, here we go.